Hello everyone, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and today I just want to chit chat with you guys, give you a little update of what's going on, some insights of what I'm running into with my current clients, and let's just jump into it. So first and foremost, I have two NACA clients that are under contract right now. Both of them are very awesome clients. They have their stuff together. When NACA asks a question, they give it to them either in a super fast email or they hand deliver it exactly how NACA wants it. I thought that I hacked the NACA system, but apparently I haven't. I think it's just an unhackable system at this moment. I was supposed to help one buyer close on a home today. She was technically supposed to close on November 18th. On October 18th, but it was extended to October 25th because the seller turned off the utilities, and so we had to get them turned back on, and we had to get the inspector back out there. So early on in the process, we extended the closing to October 25th to allow an additional week for everything. When I extended from October 18th to October 25th, I didn't let NACA know. So technically, NACA believes that we should have closed this file on October 18th, and today is October 31st. It's Halloween, and we're still not closed. So we were supposed to close today because last week it got moved to today, and even yesterday I was like, I don't know what's going on. Monday I reached out to NACA, and I said, do you have an update for us? Do you have numbers? Do you have anything? And they said that we will get an update 72 hours from Friday. So instead of saying we'll get an update Wednesday, which is today, the closing day, we said we'll get a 72-hour update from Friday, which is a little annoying because the update today said we are not closing till November 5th. So again, I tried to hack the system by not telling NACA that we've actually extended the closing to October 25th. I'm looking at my notes, which would have given us a grace period, which I never like to use, until November 8th. So here we are, not closing until November 5th. They didn't even know that I sort of saved the situation by already having it extended because of the whole utility issue. But just imagine if it wasn't extended, or worse yet, imagine that the seller still lived in the home and they had to buy, and then the person they were buying from had to sell in order to buy. It would have been a really nasty, terrible domino effect that would have affected a lot of families, and I think that's why a lot of sellers are very weary of this program, and why myself personally, why I sort of steer my NACA clients into looking at brand new construction or vacant properties, because if someone lives there and they ran into this, they would be very irritated right now with such a long delay. I mean, come on, November 5th, today's October 31st. Why couldn't you close this tomorrow? Or better yet, later on today? Like, why couldn't it be done? But it is what it is. I have another NACA client, like I said, that's under contract. She's closing later on this month, or later on in November. And I tried to hack that system a little bit, but her situation is a little bit different because she's utilizing NACA and House Charlotte together. So House Charlotte gives up to $8,500 closing costs, and she's going to use that closing cost as an interest rate buy down, which is an awesome thing, which makes her payments super affordable, or even more affordable than what they were. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. But a NACA inspection plus a House Charlotte inspection is a little bit of a nightmare. So NACA only gave us like 5 things we had to fix, and House Charlotte came back with like 33 items, no joke, like 33. So 33, those 5 items from NACA were included on the House Charlotte list, but when I got it, I had no faith, and I was like, the seller is not going to fix this stuff. I sent the list over to my general contractor. He told me how much it would be. He said realistically about $1,500, gave me the breakdown, and then the seller agreed to pay that invoice at closing. So $3,500 plus $1,500 in repairs. My client got an awesome home that appraised for more than what she has it under contract for. She got House Charlotte, and the seller is giving her enough money for new appliances, deep cleaning, and all the repairs made. You can't beat that. Like, I'm really happy for her. And when I saw the repair list, my heart sort of sank for her. But the seller, I mean, he agreed. You never know if you don't ask. So that's for you. You know who you are. But yeah, so she has the highest faith, and she was like, it's going to work out. I was like, okay, let's write and ask for it. Let's do it. So I have another person on November 1st tomorrow that is getting NACA approved, because it's a Thursday thing. So they're getting NACA approved. They're going to start looking for a home. I'm excited about their process, but my 2 hacks didn't work. So back to the drawing board. I'm hoping that someday I figure out a hack that will make things just go super duper smooth. But at least I'm able to mentally prepare my clients for the process. I'm able to prepare the seller as much as possible for the process, and I know at least what NACA expects, like the verbiage and what should be put on the contract and things like that. But they just throw these wrenches in there, and I just don't know what to do. So enough about NACA. In my other videos, you've noticed that my husband and I are starting the process of looking for a new home. And it's so funny. It's like, this process is going to be so hard. We are our worst client. I say that all the time. Just the things that we want. We are realistic. We did raise our purchase price a little bit to accommodate some of the things, but we have our soft needs and our hard needs. So things that were hard, things that we definitely wanted, has softened a lot, and there's other things that are just straight up deal breakers. So 2 different people in love with a family and meeting both of our needs 100% is just not going to happen, because we're just different. Hard things, the schools. I know that we wanted to have our home school or assigned school to be like a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but we've been looking a lot into charter schools and magnet schools and even private schools, which we didn't want. But to get the ultimate house that we want, we may end up having to make school a softer thing, and then because of my schedule's flexible, using me to go pick up and drop off the kids. So schools have changed a little bit. The area hasn't changed, but the schools have. So that's one. I wanted 100% brick house. That is not as hard as it was, but I don't want a brick front. It could have brick accent, but I don't want a brick front house. It's either all brick or no brick with me. I know that's weird. We were sold, like, I did not want a house that didn't have a master on the main floor, but now I'm more so okay with the bedroom at least on the main floor, as long as the kitchen is awesome. The yard size, so we sort of kind of wanted 1 acre minimum, because we didn't want to see our neighbors. We didn't want to like be up on our neighbors. But there's a huge difference between a wide yard and a deep yard, and there's no way to adjust the criteria between a deep yard and a wide yard, or how the house sits on it, without looking at 100 surveys. So that has sort of fallen off as like not even like necessary, especially since I've fallen in love with the Skybrook community, which I love. I love this neighborhood so much that I want to see if I feel comfortable in this neighborhood like after hours. So we're going to go trick-or-treating there tonight, with the kids, of course with the kids, because adults can't do that. But I just really want to see if I really like the neighborhood, and I want to see if, like, because you go through the neighborhood, I just want to see if I like it, or if I just like it a little bit. Other things. So what has become like a hard is a basement. My husband's very musically talented. He's a musician. You can check him out if you Google him and find out his stage name and things like that. But he's a musician, and he needs his space. I mean, he deserves it. He works hard. He's an amazing husband and father, so he needs his space, his man cave. So that's a really hard thing. The kitchen is a hard thing. The bedroom on the main floor. Everything else, we need a loft for the kids or a bonus room for the kids to play in. Of course, the bathroom has to be pretty good. The 3-car garage thing, it really isn't a need, especially since we only have 2 cars, not including my daughter's little Power Wheel, but we only have 2 human cars, 2 adult cars. And if we have a basement, then we'll have storage space down there. So things are constantly changing as we do more research into schools, and we're starting to look at houses and, you know, really email houses to each other. But it's hard. You know, we're going to be in our next house for at least 15 years. I know that we initially said forever house, but realistically, we're not going to be there forever. Probably 15 years until our kids go off to college, and then we'll get maybe a cute little bungalow or something on the beach or something. But yeah, the home buying process is no joke. You really have to really define what you want, what you're willing to budge on, what you're not going to budge on, and then you are looking, if it pertains to you, what program you're going to use. You have conventional FHA, VA, USDA, down payment assistance programs. You got to see if those programs are worth it. You got to look at their pros and cons. Even NACA, you have to decide if it's worth the drama, if it's worth the stress. Are you going to be able to stay within their home purchasing limits? Do you want more? There's a lot to consider. So if you are considering buying and selling, definitely reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. I'm bringing on a new agent tomorrow, November 1st. You will meet her soon. Her name is Sarah. You're going to love her. But yeah, you're also going to see the website's going to be revamped soon to show that my company is growing, which I'm really excited about. But again, if you're looking to buy and sell in the area, I look forward to helping you with that, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.